Drifting on the bow of a catamaran is a maneuver used to navigate your boat backwards and downwind. In offshore conditions and spots with only limited space, it is a great maneuver to cast off. In onshore conditions instead, it can be used to get back to the beach safely. We're going to show you how to get into the correct position on the bow, how to drift safely backwards, and how to get out of this position and back on the trampoline again. After the skipper steered the boat right into the wind, the crew will furl in the jib. If the boat is not equipped with a furling system, sheeting the jib out entirely will also work. The traveller of the mainsail has to be locked in the middle of the aft beam by the skipper, and the mainsail needs to be sheeted in until it is positioned in the middle of the trampoline. This will ensure a stable position, keeping the bow pointed into the wind because the sheeted-in mainsail will prevent the catamaran from bearing away. Now the sailors should move to the bow of the boat in order to minimise the effect of the rudder blades. The skipper should be positioned on the future windward hull and the crew on the opposite one. Now the stern of the boat will rise above the water's surface and the catamaran starts drifting backwards and downwind. In order to get out of this position and back on the trampoline, the skipper has to open the main sheet, move towards the stern and push the tiller towards the future leeward side. As long as you're still drifting backwards, the rudder blades will point in the direction you want to go. The crew are now getting back to the trampoline. One of the crew members should now actively pull the mainsail towards him. The catamaran now turns underneath the sail and the bow starts turning away from the wind. The crew can support the steering by unfurling the jib and sheeting it in on the windward side. After that, the catamaran will be in a heave-to position. To get going, the skipper has to pull the tiller towards him until the tie bar is back in a neutral position, sheet in the mainsail, and the crew changes the side of the jib. In order to use this maneuver to get back to the beach in onshore conditions, windward of your desired landing point, you have to turn the boat into the wind. Perform the next steps in the same manner described before and begin drifting toward the shore. Just make sure to unlock and lift the rudder blades out of the water entirely this time. Enjoy practicing. Your VDWS Examiner Team.